it's all about really just getting your rotation set, finding which guys work best together. You know, you have to figure out how to maximize the talent you have.
And a look at the starters for the Spurs. We've got R.J. Barrett. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Washington in at the one spot. And out of bounds. San Antonio will have it. Here's Washington. Wembanyama screen. Washington passes to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Banchero outside. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, the relentless pursuit of points from Paolo Banchero.
Good on the second one. Here's Washington. About a minute played here so far in the first. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Leonard. Rebound San Antonio. Last time they met in San Antonio.
And they came away with the win because everyone contributed. The starters, the bench, they all played as a unit.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
And Carroll passes to Suggs. Here's Vassell. Back to Banchero. Just 5 to shoot. The Magic need to put one up here. Here's Leonard. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Wembanyama, pass to LaVine. And here's Washington. Pass to Barrett. Off the mark there with a 3.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Wembanyama against Banchero. No good from 11 feet.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Orlando trailing here. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Carter, a screen on Wembanyama. The 3 from Banchero. It's good on the putback.
And the lid comes off the basket. After 4 straight misses, they finally get one.
LaVine passes to Wembanyama. Pass to Washington. Lets it go from 11. And he knocks the jumper down. Washington's got 6.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Back to Suggs. Carter, a screen on Washington. Suggs, the pass to Leonard. Shoots over Robinson. Leonard gets the bucket.
They know to get Kawhi the basketball. He was ready to shoot, and he knocked it down.
And for a guy who doesn't talk or emote much, Kawhi Leonard is a commanding presence.
B.A., he reminds me a little of Tim Duncan. The way Leonard just puts his head down, goes to work, and leads by example.
Ooh, poked away. It's stolen by Washington. Back come the Spurs in transition.
Oh my goodness. Wow, what a play. And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. The Magic have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Here's Suggs. He's guarded by Washington. Suggs with the bucket.
And good work by Suggs, staying flexible, not letting the contact get him off balance.
Washington with the ball. Give him 8 points now. Here's Wembanyama. Kicks it out to Barrett. Outside Levine. 6 to shoot. The 3 from Wembanyama. Rebound by the Magic. Carter's got 4 rebounds now. Vassell passes to Suggs. Back to Vassell. Leonard outside. Leonard with a screen on Wembanyama. The 3 from Banchero. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
He gets to the line a lot. Banchero knows that and works on those shots at practice.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
Levine passes to Washington. It's hauled in by Black.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focus all the way through the play.
From 7, and it's Leonard with the bucket inside. Leonard's gotten his second bucket.
Taking the hit, Kawhi Leonard. Great concentration.
Washington up top. Outside for Levine. Back to Washington. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Picked by Carter. Leonard for 3. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama finds Washington. Basket counts. And it's a 4-point Spurs lead.
Oh, fantastic start from the field for him. 6 for 8.
Pass to Banchero. Now here's Vassell. Back to Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Coming into the league, scouts saw Vassell as a 3-and-D guy, but he's a good playmaker also.
Wembanyama against Banchero. Outside Levine. Wembanyama, screen on Vassell. Here's Levine for 3. Leonard pulls down the board. And so it's Leonard who brings up the ball for the Orlando Magic. Trailing by 2. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
You know, sometimes great skill can overcome a lack of intensity, but it's very rare. They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Vassell against Levine. Pass to Black. Here's Banchero. Fires the 3. Shot's good by Black.
Don't sleep on Banchero's ability as a creator. He wants the best shot possible, even if it's not his own.
DeRozan passes to Wembanyama. Levine with it. Outside Wembanyama. Wembanyama, screen on Vassell. Ooh, a little pass fake there. Throws the D. Nice move. And the Spurs lead by 4. The Magic have gone 6 of 11 so far. Pass to Banchero. Carter, a screen on Washington. Leonard outside. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Levine finds Washington. Back to Levine from deep. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
More comfortable with the 3 now than he was early in his career. Zach taking way more shots from deep.
Timeout.
Orlando calls timeout.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
So for the Magic, Clint Capella comes in for Carter, and it's Oubre in for Banchero. Poole, he's checked in for San Antonio. And it's the Magic with the ball. 7-point differential. Here's Leonard. The shot, no good. Oh, some solid D from DeRozan.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
Orlando's gone 1 of 4 from deep. Pass to Black. Back to Vassell. Shot clock at 6. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. And they'll get another chance.
I have no clue why he pulled up from there. At this point in the game, it just doesn't make any sense.
You know what we call this play? A dumb play all the way around, especially at this particular time.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a 3-point opportunity here. 1 free throw coming up. The Magic making a switch here. Vanderbilt's checked in. And Orlando shooting around 40% early on here. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Vassell. Hits a 3-pointer.
You see Vassell's confidence growing at the arc. He is getting more comfortable out there.
There's a minute 26 left to play in the first. Here's Washington. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Capella. And he makes the first. And so Washington nails both of them.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Black passes to Vassell. Capella screen on Poole. Vassell can't get it to go.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
DeRozan. Orlando grabs the miss. 50 seconds left to play in the first. Oubre passes to Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Here's Washington. Gets it to go. He's now 9 for 11 on the night.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Here's Capella. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. And he gets it back. And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2. And the Spurs with possession here. 6-point lead. Washington outside. Kicks it to DeRozan. The 3. Vanderbilt pulls it in. From deep 3-point land. It's good! Did he do that? It's at the buzzer!
Oh, what a miraculous shot. He's going to remember that one.
I didn't think that shot had any chance of going in. Just showed you that anything can happen in this game.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Spurs out in front, up 3. Quarter. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. They've got Victor Wembanyama, Zach LaVine out there with DeMar DeRozan. Then it's Washington, and it's Poole in at the 2-guard spot. It's Washington, high post. Robbed! In transition, the Magic on the run. Here's Black. To the paint. Here's Vassell. And he dunks it down.
Hard finish right at the rim. Devin showing there's some edge to this game.
San Antonio leading. DeRozan deciding where to go with it. Pass to Poole. Here's the 3. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Orlando has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, R.J. Barrett, the 3rd overall pick in the 2019 draft, still a long way away from his prime. He said, quote, people think you should make this huge leap out of nowhere. And it's like if you just add 1 or 2 things to your game and just get better every year steadily, you are going to get where you want to go, whether it comes right away or it comes later. Brian?
Allie, thanks. Suggs is checked in for Orlando. Smith, he's checked in for San Antonio. Barrett comes in for Washington.
One more time. Let's hear it from the 407 Dan Steve.
Magic on D. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. From about 16, and it's DeRozan missing. The Magic have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Well, some have called DeMar DeRozan a master of the mid-range, Smitty. Maybe rightly so.
I definitely give him that title. You guys are as efficient in that area as him. In fact, most avoid him.
It's Barrett on the wing. Connects from downtown.
You gotta like the quick decision-making from Barrett. Not even hesitating at all off the catch.
Vassell against Levine to the inside. And there's Capella. That one's good. On the assist from Vassell. Capella's got his first bucket in this one. And so DeRozan will bring it up for San Antonio. After this game, they can look forward to Philadelphia, where they'll match up against the 76ers. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip.
Wow, inside, in traffic. DeRozan being very aggressive.
Vassell against Levine. Suggs with the bucket. Suggs has got 6. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Barrett. Back to DeRozan. Stuffed home by DeRozan on the jam.
Not like his younger days and his young legs, but DeMar DeRozan can still hammer it down.
Vassell against Levine. Lets it fly. Here's Capella. And it's Capella with the jam.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that going to get them going.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
And Grant, you talked about it early in your playing days, blaming yourself for Pistons not winning. Talk about that pressure on the best player to deliver wins.
Well, B.A., the pressure's real, and it's tough to keep perspective and just control what you can control. When you're tasked with leading a team to victory, you expect it first and foremost from yourself.
Leonard's checked in for Orlando. And San Antonio with a change here, too. Wembanyama's checked in. Wembanyama, screen on Capella. Here's Poole. Capella with a block.
Nice discipline defensively for Capella. Does a great job of contesting shots without fouling.
Smith, he's checked in for San Antonio. Here's Smith. No points so far. 5 on the clock. Here's Barrett. No good off the back of the rim.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. And here's Poole. Back to Levine. Shoots over Vassell. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Pass to Suggs. Leonard on the wing. The fadeaway. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds now. Vassell against Poole. Oh, what an effort by Poole.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Suggs, the pass to Leonard. Over Smith. Leonard can't get that one to fall.
Oh, man, he hasn't had the rhythm tonight. Tried to make up for it there, but it just wasn't meant to be.
Now here's Poole. Not a lot of room. The shot's good. And now a 4-point Spurs lead.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Here's Suggs. Guarded by Poole. Back to Suggs. Leonard on the wing. Up and over Smith. Again, the miss by Leonard.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Poole with the ball, and it's Leonard picking him up. Levine passes to Wembanyama, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Wembanyama's got his second basket.
Locating the open man. Levine not just looking for his shot, even though he's an excellent scorer.
To the middle. Here's Suggs. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Suggs has got 8. And it's Poole with the ball for San Antonio. They've led by as much as 10. They defeated Washington in their last game.
And I think they were prepared to face pressure D, but that never materialized, so they took advantage.
They came in focused and ready to play, and despite facing little resistance, they never pulled back.
Count it. Poole's got 6 here in the quarter. Here's Suggs. 23 points his last outing. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for Vassell. James Harden, he's checked in for San Antonio. Washington comes in for Poole. Pass to Suggs. Leonard right side. Fires at the elbow. Good. He hits the jumper. 6 points for him.
Hitting only 1 of 5 this quarter. He's in a little bit of a slump, but it looks like he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Now Barrett. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Washington.
And his defense was absolutely outstanding, especially his 2 blocks, which helped turn the game.
Oubre against Harden. Banchero in the post.
Defense knows he's a scorer. Banchero got him to fall for the fake that time.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw is good. The Spurs have gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. Harden, the pass to Washington. Takes a 3. Oh, that was pure. He's got another one. Now 10 for 12.
He's really taken a hold of this first half and made it his. He is making all the right decisions out there.
That's tipped. Suggs, the pass to Leonard. Here's Suggs. 5 to shoot. And Carroll with a screen on Barrett. Suggs with the bucket.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
Out of bounds, it'll be Magic ball. And a chance now to look at the highest scoring teams in the league from last season. The Spurs, 4th.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
They set the screen. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Washington outside. Smith outside. Pass to Harden. Now Washington. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup. Washington's got 26 points.
And remember, James Harden is usually a front runner in the league in assists. He has great vision.
Smith against Banchero. Down low. Capella. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. San Antonio has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Here's Barrett. No good from 11 feet. Orlando trailing here. Here's Black. On the wing, Suggs. And Caro outside. Offline with a 3. San Antonio's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Washington outside. And he gets it to go. Washington's got 7 points for the quarter.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
Leonard outside. Back to Suggs. Clock at 6. Here's Black. Knocks down the long J. Black's got 6.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Here's Washington. Drops in the layup for 2. Washington's got 30 points.
The defense kind of opened up for him, and he took full advantage.
Poke loose. 30 seconds left to play in the second quarter. The shot no good. Orlando's got 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Pass to Black. And here's Capella. He's guarded by Washington. Takes a 13-footer. Capella can't get it to go.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Washington. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Washington's got 32 points.
Rock the baby, working the size advantage inside.
And so it's San Antonio closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And they've effectively guarded Kawhi Leonard all night. Not an easy task by any means. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Hey folks, welcome to the halftime show. A lead right now in this one for the San Antonio Spurs.
We don't get to see this every night. They're passing up good shots for great shots, getting high percentage looks. That's how they've controlled the game.
I just think that they're a more physical team, Shaq. Probably not something that will change in the second half.
And now let's take a look at our power rankings and see who's ahead in the early going.
When I look at San Antonio, they were coming for that #1 spot, and they got it. Now the challenge will be staying there.
The Hunters have become the hunted, but can they stay hungry and continue this pace? Should be fun to watch.
Like I said, Ernie, it's getting better. It's getting better.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian and
One more time, fans.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. And so it's Leonard who brings up the ball for Orlando. They trail by 7. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand. Van Caro plays the 4 with Carter Jr. at center. Devin Vassell out there with Jalen Suggs. And it's Leonard in at small forward. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with. Really left him alone that time. Vassell's got 11.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
And Washington powers it through.
You see his link, the explosion, making sure of that one.
Here's Suggs. He's guarded by Washington.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Suggs. He's guarded by Washington. Pass to Banchero. Just 4 to shoot. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Levine passes to Washington. And there's the drive. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Washington's got 36 points.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Back to Suggs. Carter, a screen on Washington. The 3 from Suggs. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Washington. Again, the Spurs score.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Here's Suggs. He's guarded by Washington. And he lobs it up to the rim. Stolen by Wembanyama. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Banchero passes to Vassell. Back to Banchero. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Vassell against Levine. Vassell comes with a double. And there's a whistle. That goes on Devin Vassell. That's foul number 2 for him. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Levine finds Wembanyama. 6 on the shot clock. Carries it down low. And now it's a 9-point San Antonio lead.
Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only 1 miss in 5 attempts.
Suggs, the pass to Banchero. To get back on track, he squares up and sinks it. Banchero's got 5 points now this quarter.
You really can't give Banchero room anywhere. He will find a shot to take.
Here's Washington, and San Antonio again with a bucket.
He has taken it upon himself to score the ball as much as possible for his team. He's not looking to pass it right now.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the last 5 MVP award winners have come from Europe, and this summer we saw Victor Wembanyama from France drafted 1st overall, and that's good for business. Deputy Commissioner Mark Tatum said the numbers are large. They start with a B. That's how big the business is internationally, but we think we're just scratching the surface. EA?
Yeah, that's a good point. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff. Pass to Levine. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Magic.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
When it comes to Levine, Smitty, he has a great combination of skills at the offensive end.
He does, B.A. Zach can shoot lights out from the perimeter, and he's explosive when he attacks the basket. Just the kind of guy you want on your side.
Here's Washington. Banked it in off the glass. Washington's got 42 in the game.
That's what speed and agility will do for you. Big time play.
Pass to Leonard. Back to Suggs. Now Carter. The 3 from Banchero. It's rebounded by Barrett. And Barrett has got the ball here for San Antonio. Leonard with a double team. Right wing. Outside Barrett. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. And now it's a 10-point San Antonio lead. Here's Suggs. He's guarded by Washington. Carter, a screen on Wembanyama. Here's Banchero. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
It's all about the mid-range game. It has been a real difference in this one. Taking what the defense has given, and it's been paying off.
And also the number of points they've scored in the paint has been impressive. This coaching staff encouraging them to keep going inside.
Here's Levine. Rebound by the Magic. Carter's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Here's Suggs. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. DeRozan is checked in for Barrett.
And what I like about Suggs is that he does many things well, and that's because he plays with so much confidence.
Here's Washington. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And he knocks down the first one. And so Washington nails both of them.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Vassell passes to Leonard. Back to Vassell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Carter. It's stolen by Washington. Now Levine. He's guarded by Vassell. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Zach isn't afraid of physical contact. In fact, he loves it on the way up.
Both free throws good from Levine.
And really strong at the line since the break.
For Orlando, they've gone 6 for 9 in the half. Carter, a screen on Levine. Vassell with it, and it's Robinson picking him up. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. With Vassell out there, there's a lot he brings to the table, Steve.
Yeah, he can make a difference at both ends of the floor, and I know they like that about him. If he has an off night shooting the ball, he still adds value with his defense. Devin Vassell's length and versatility stands out. He's a promising wing with a high ceiling.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there. Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Here's Washington. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
That one's off. And he sinks the second. Well, Grant, we've seen some teams double up with superstar players at the same position in recent years. Sometimes it works.
Yeah, you know, and other times it doesn't work. I mean, it forces a coach to be very creative. When you have multiple players who are used to being the guy, it can be hard to keep everyone happy.
Shot is up. Jump shot is good that time. Washington's got 49 in the game.
Relentless in his approach. He has one thing on his mind: close this game out.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Showing the numbers from last NBA season, the leaders in team steals. In third, the Magic.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
Spurs on D. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Inside. Floats one. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. Yet another bucket. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
Here's Vassell. Gets it to fall from the right block. Vassell's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
Here's DeRozan. It's hauled in by the Magic. And Carroll's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Leonard. Here's Black. And it's good for 2. Ben Carroll's got 10 points in just the second half.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Steps back. Outside Wembanyama. Back to Washington. Outside for Wembanyama. Off target from outside. Orlando's gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. To the paint. Pass to Black. There's the 3. It's not going to go for him. And so it's Levine with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. Washington outside. And here's Wembanyama. 6 to shoot. Here's DeRozan. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Carroll passes to Vassell. Carter with it. Pass to Leonard. And Carroll with it. He's guarded by Washington. From the baseline. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Levine down the lane. Outside Wembanyama. Now Washington to win the drought. And there's Wembanyama. That's good on the assist by Washington. Washington's got 3 assists tonight. Orlando has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. And Carroll with a screen on Levine. Vassell passes to Banchero. Bumped and finishes. Great stuff from Banchero.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
Wembanyama screen. The 3 from Washington. Orlando grabs the miss. Carter's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
Ooh, Banchero getting it done and tight.
Saving the possession. Great energy from Banchero on the glass.
San Antonio has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Washington outside. With the teardrop. That one is off. Here's Black. 6 points for him. Pass to Leonard. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. Leonard's got 12 points in the game.
When Kawhi gets to his spot in the mid-range, he is automatic, one of the best in the game.
And so the San Antonio Spurs leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So, on the floor for San Antonio, DeMar DeRozan is out there with Wembanyama. Then it's Jordan Poole. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Levine in at the 2 spot. Here's Suggs. The rebound by the Spurs. Poole outside. Wembanyama, screen on Oubre. Here's Poole. Poole work in the interior.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Leonard, the shot misses. Good D by Wembanyama. Levine against Oubre. Levine passes to Poole. Wembanyama with it. It's rebounded by Banchero. Pass to Suggs. Back to Banchero. Here's Capella, defended by DeRozan. uses the glass on the layup.
That's why they get Clint the ball right there. His teammates trust him to score in the paint.
Outside Barrett. Left side Wembanyama. Ooh, hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. And the Spurs lead by 10.
Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively.
Here's Banchero. Well, the jumper's good from inside 6 feet. Banchero's got 16 in the second half.
After some misses in the first, he's making up for it now.
Wembanyama, screen on Oubre. Puts it up from 12. Wembanyama, no good. The Magic have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Capella, screen on Barrett. Here's Leonard. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Orlando calls timeout. And I'm sure the players will be staying hydrated with some Gatorade during this timeout. It's so important that they maximize their ability to recharge during a short break like this. Both teams will make substitutions. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He was very upbeat and positive, saying to his guys, let's go, let's go. I want you guys to up the pace. Look to push the ball up the floor whenever you can. They cannot stop us in transition. Let's see how the team responds. Guys?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. From 7. Barrett against Oubre. Barrett passes to Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
You like how Barrett always keeps his eyes open, watching the court for those assist opportunities.
Pass to Leonard. Over to Rosen. Shot by Leonard, no good.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Now here's DeRozan, guarded by Capella. Capella against DeRozan. Hey, rejected by Capella. And he lobs it up top. Down low. Here's Black. Capella, screen on DeRozan. Shot's good by Black.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
In transition, the Magic on the run. And Leonard throws it down hard.
So explosive with the dunk. Kawhi Leonard gets up quick to slam it down.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. For San Antonio, they've got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Wembanyama, screen on Leonard. DeRozan with the ball. Oubre picks him up.
His first turnover. He's been extremely steady with the ball tonight.
A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Robinson, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Smith comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Levine, he's checked in for James Harden. And Washington is subbed in for Poole. Here's Suggs. He's guarded by Washington.
This could be a problem. That's his 4th foul with plenty of basketball left to play.
On defense, the Spurs. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Shot clock at 6. The 3 from Suggs. Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort. To the middle. Smith outside. Outside Levine. Pass to Robinson. Spurs need to get one up here. And Levine gets it to go on the assist from Robinson. And the Spurs lead by 8.
Barely beating the clock. One thing you can say about Zach LaVine, he likes these moments.
It's Suggs with a drive. Here's Carter. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Coming to the league ready to play. Carter is smart, he's versatile, and he's relatively polished.
Poole, he's checked in for Barrett. Here's Washington. Soft touch off the glass. Washington's got 53 points.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Vassell's shot is good.
A lot of Vassell's buckets come off assists. He's very comfortable on catch and shoot situations.
Now here's Washington. Here's Levine for three. Vassell with the rebound. From 18 feet away, it's rebounded by Levine.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
Washington against Vassell. Washington's shot is good.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Here's Black. And he banks in the layup. Black's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
Wembanyama's checked in for San Antonio. R.J. Barrett comes in for Poole. San Antonio has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Now here's Washington. He's covered closely. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Suggs, the pass to Leonard. Now Banchero. Carter, a screen on Wembanyama to the inside. And out of bounds. San Antonio will have it. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Orlando Magic. On Sunday, they'll take on Kyrie Irving and the Portland Trailblazers. For San Antonio, they've gotten 8 of 13 shots to find the basket in the fourth quarter. Washington up top, guarded by Banchero, and he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Washington, watch out.
Here's Suggs. Leonard outside. Over Barrett. Vassell finds Carter. Second shot opportunity. And he drops it in from the low post.
And you see right there at a solid 250, Carter has no trouble finishing through contact.
Here's Washington. And another one. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Barrett against Leonard. And it's Wendell Carter with the foul. That's his first foul.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
San Antonio's got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. Washington passes to Barrett. Wembanyama, screen on Leonard. And there's Wembanyama. That's good on the assist by Barrett. Barrett's got his 4th assist with that last one. The Magic have gotten 7 of 16 attempts to drop since the start of the 4th. On the wing, Suggs. He's guarded by Washington. The kick out to Banchero. Leonard for 3. Leonard can't get that one to fall.
Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
Wembanyama, screen on Leonard. Barrett finds Wembanyama, and he makes it. Wembanyama's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Leonard against Barrett. Again, the miss by Leonard.
Something's off about him this quarter.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Washington, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And he drops the first. And so Washington nails both of them. Orlando has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Banchero. The 3 from Suggs. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
Yeah, good to see Suggs bury the triple. This will only help with his confidence.
Robinson with it. Outside Levine. The 3 from Washington. And it's good. Credit Levine with the assist.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Orlando has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Leonard looking around. Back to Suggs. Three-pointer. Here's Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
Carter specializes in this, competing on the glass and converting the second chance opportunity.
And the distance between the point totals for the it's a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Spurs.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And that's a sweep of the season series. It's clear who the matchup favored. They'll wish they could have seen more of these guys.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for the Magician.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
Levine with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Here's Washington. The rebound by Carter.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Substitution on the court.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's Barrett on the wing. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
Assisted.
And the Spurs lead by 19.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
So we see the Spurs taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Well, James, you're facing a back-to-back. You're on the road. It's a tough schedule, but so far, so...
Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports coverage of the NBA. So long, everybody.
Let's meet the starters for your Oklahoma City Thunder. Starting at small forward, at 6'9", number 25, Obi Toppin.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Off to a great start this season, currently in second.
Checking out Oklahoma City. They've got their sights set pretty darn high right now. After what they've done this season, their goal is nothing short of a title.
A massive amount of confidence, tremendous swagger with this team, and they believe in themselves. That might be all it takes to get them where they want to go.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Desmond Bain. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Montana in at the 5, down low. And for the Thunder, Toppin is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Holmgren. Then it's Houdini. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 1 spot. And we know both these teams, Greg, are loaded on offense. You've been on some high-octane offenses yourself, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, my college team was stacked from an offensive standpoint and incredibly fun to play on a team like that. Cannot, though, forget about the defense.
And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Antetokounmpo looking it over. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. And here's Booker from the arc. Drains the three-pointer.
And when Booker's connecting from deep, this offense goes to another level. Good to see him drain that.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Defended by Booker. Bucket is good. Neal's got his second bucket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
With the teardrop, and the rebound goes to the Thunder. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
Yeah, and they took both games they played against this club last season.
Great. Isn't it amazing the way Gilgeous-Alexander has polished off his game?
The footwork, Kevin, is impeccable. 3-level score, makes every shot imaginable. And what's scary, this guy still has another level to get to. And how can you not love the game of SGA? I mean, a young guard who continues to get better.
Yeah, Greg, all the reports you get out of OKC is that this kid is a worker. And he has turned himself into an all-star with that kind of work ethic. They like to use Giannis in the pick-and-roll situations. He's getting better at understanding how to set the screens. With a rolling target, boy, he's a good one.
And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Now, here's Bain. Lock at 6. Here's Montana. Good on the shot.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive, and he gets it to go.
Now they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
And there's the drive. Here's Montana, and the rejection by Holmgren.
Terrific swat from Holmgren there. Just shows you his length.
Neal finds Holmgren. Here's Neal. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander, defended by Butler. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Well, due for a miss after 4 of 5 to begin this one.
G dishes to Giannis. The pass to Montana. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Working his way for a high percentage look. That's just smart basketball.
Man, that's a painted possession right there, a masterpiece, especially when the defense is not a factor.
Now here's Booker, coming off a solid outing against Minnesota. It's deflected. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Neal. Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Toppin. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one drops for him.
And you see defenders out there trying to bully Holmgren. I get it, but man, is he up to the task.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. Outside, Bain, and the Bucks miss again.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Holmgren with a screen on Bain. Holmgren finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. And the jump by Holmgren.
SGA with some good movement, creating an easy opportunity for a teammate.
And the Bucks decide to take their first time out here. Bridges is checked in for Toppin. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Jones is checked in.
The Storm Chasers.
And so it's Milwaukee now. They trail by 9 points. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Impressive to see them on the road just step up and have that kind of offensive performance.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. After the basket by Milwaukee. Pass to Bridges. Near the three-point line, it's Holmgren. Can't nail the jumper.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
So good at finishing around the gaps in the defense, and when Booker gets in the space, he's going to let it fly.
And you look at the Thunder style of play, very fast-paced.
And because of that, they put up a lot of shots. And their goal really is to overwhelm you and wear you down. Of course, they allow plenty of shot attempts as well.
Here's Booker after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Booker outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. The three-pointer, no good. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 6-point game. Neal passes to Claxton. Bridges with it. Now Neal. This game out, he had 40 points. And every season you have teams, Greg, that start out hot only to falter. How do you separate the real from the rest?
Kevin, that's a good question. And one thing is what we call point differential. Doesn't just look at wins and losses, but margins of victory. And it can indicate who's really built to go the distance.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
A nice shot by Booker.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Passes it to Claxton. And he lobs it up toward the rim. To the middle. Neal with the steal. To the inside. Holmgren. And the layup is good. Holmgren's got his third basket of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Johnson, he's checked in from Oklahoma City. The Bucks also with the sub. Bogdanovich is checked in for Booker. Bucks trail by 7. Jones, the pass to Butler. The Bucks working the ball around. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. A floater. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Jones, the pass to Giannis. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Good on the three-point shot.
And Giannis showing you we can lead the offense through him.
The Thunder leading by 4. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shots good by Neal.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Oklahoma City comes into this one after the win against the Utah Jazz. Butler finds Bogdanovich. Here's G. And G with the stuff.
Got to have good court awareness, and it was on display right there from Bogdanovich.
Here's Neal. Here's Claxton, and it's blocked. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Beauchamp's checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. And there's the pass to Neal. Buries the long-range jumper. Neal's got 11 points.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
G passes to Jones. Over to the left wing. Pass to Giannis. Here's G. Claxton covering. Here's Montana, and it's blocked. Gilgeous-Alexander against Jones. It's blocked. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. A different look for Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And quickly in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Booker. Pass to Hield. Back to Booker. Now Hield. He's guarded by Johnson. For 3. Booker. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And here we get a chance to check out the story on Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's coming off an excellent season and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And we talked about how strong he was on the boards, going hard at it at both ends last year, really helping out his team. And the first one drops. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Mann's checked in. Neal hits them both.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Outside, Jones. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, it was probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range worked, the long-range worked, the inside game worked. But the best feeling was the crowd leaving that building, not in a good mood.
Now here's Booker after the miss from Chet Holmgren. Booker looking around. Down to 5 on the shot clock from deep three-point land. Bridges with the ball. The Thunder leading by 6. Past a man. Now here's Neal. He's got 13. Count that one. Neal's got 15.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Bamba sets a screen. Puts it up from 12. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Defense tends to overcommit just because Booker's such a great offensive threat. That time he used it to his advantage.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. Manuel quickly. He's checked in for Trey Mann. Nancy's checked in for Milwaukee. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Duarte.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Now here's Neal. 15 points in the game. Bamba with the block.
The main weapon in Bamba's attack, the slender, long arms he possesses, helps him block lots of shots. And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Now here's Neal, defended by Booker. And here is Neal. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 17.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here.
The previous play is under review.
Need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
We're going to switch the call. There is no doubt when looking at the replay that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Thunder lead by 2. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
Houdini is out there with Emmanuel quickly. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Chet Holmgren. And it's Bridges in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Here's Bamba. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. You know, Devin Booker has a take on load management. He says, I'm not a part of that. I spend a lot of time in the summer making sure my body can take that load on. I want to be out there doing what I have to help the team. That's how I've always been. And I haven't lost sight of those kids up in the stands that might be seeing me for the first time. Kevin, back to you.
I like that perspective, D.A. Thanks. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for the Thunder. You know, Brent, I heard you talking the other day about the advantage left-handed players have in drawing fouls. Why do you feel that's the case?
I just always felt, Kevin, that you don't really prepare for lefties. You don't see many of them in the league. So think about it. On a Monday and a Wednesday, you're playing a squad, and all of a sudden Thursday's back-to-back game has a guy like James Harden. It's just hard to adjust physically what you need to do in terms of defending a left-handed player.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. And here's Booker from the arc. Thunder with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Washington. Good D by Booker. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Bucks. They trail by 3. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Bridges with some nice defense.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Here's Neal. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Bamba sets a screen. And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. On Monday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Friday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Toronto Raptors.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And Booker just one of these guys who's calculating on the offensive end. He's trying to figure out what defenses are doing. He's always working hard to find shots, and he's going to influence the game the way he can produce.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Toppin, he's jacked in for P.J. Washington. Johnson comes in for Houdini. And it's Trey Mann in for Quickly.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Bucks trail by 5. Booker the pass to Nance. Kicks it to Jones. Back to Nance. Toppin pulls it in.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Johnson the pass to Holmgren. Holmgren sets the screen for Bridges. Here he goes. Bamba with the block. Outside, Jones. Over Johnson. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Jones.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
And the pass to Johnson. And the Thunder another 3.
A priority for Johnson continuing to work on his jumper, especially off the catch, like there.
Outside, Bain. There's the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Bain's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Booker outside from deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Here's Mann. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. And it's an 8-point Thunder lead.
An emerging part of his game. Johnson's becoming a better playmaker.
Now here we are watching Trey Mann, Greg, and he's so skilled at creating with the ball in his hands.
And he knows how to manipulate defenders, and he gets to his spots on the floor as well as anybody. Also quick to find cutters, so he's creating for himself and others.
Holmgren gets the bucket. Holmgren's got 8.
And a sturdy move from Chet against that defense that was closing on him.
Johnson against Booker. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Houdini's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous Alexander comes in for Trey Mann. And then for Milwaukee, G's checked in for Mohamed Bamba. And Giannis Antetokounmpo subbed in for Larry Nance. Here's Holmgren. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Holmgren with great concentration, showing some good balance there through the contact.
Greg, we were just talking about Chet Holmgren, and he's a lot tougher, I think, than his frame might indicate.
Physically and mentally, he does not back down. In fact, he's often the one who initiates contact. You think you're going to bully him, he's going to try to bully you.
Here's G. 37 points in the win against Minnesota.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots. And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Gilgeous Alexander finds Holmgren. Plays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
Great job of just reading the defense by Holmgren. Just gets it.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. 8-point game. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Loving the confidence. Just rise and be free. And you know you can do this.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot and shoot comfortably, even with taller defenders out there.
Now, here's Gilgeous Alexander. 10 points for him.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Here's G, defended by Holmgren. Booker trying to free himself up. And the rejection by Holmgren. The Bucks making a change here. Bojamp's checked in.
Number 3, Martin Bojamp.
And so it's Milwaukee now. They trail by 9 points.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Payne looking around. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Pass to Montana. There's the lob Antetokounmpo.
Signs of Antetokounmpo really figuring things out. His offense starting to look more and more natural.
The Thunder leading by 5. Pass to Toppin. Johnson outside. Holmgren sets the screen for Johnson. Lets it go with the 3. And Holmgren the bucket on the assist by Johnson. Holmgren's got 8 points in the quarter.
Such a unique talent. Holmgren at 7 feet has that touch from the perimeter.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside, Gilgeous Alexander. Passes it to Toppin. There's the pass to Gilgeous Alexander. Shot clock at 3. Over Jones. Gilgeous Alexander can't get it to go. Giannis outside.
Blocking foul called on.
Timeout called.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. Last season's performance for him averaged about 9 points per game, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And he's a nice scoring threat in their second unit, a guy who provides instant offense.
And he has really settled into this role. For some guys, maybe him, they'd rather come off the bench and do their damage.
Kicks to Giannis. Pass to Montana. Shoots over Holmgren. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Montana. Oklahoma City has gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Toppin finds Gilgeous Alexander. And here is Neal. Toppin, no one around him. No good on the three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's G. Toppin covering. Here's Montana. Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
2 points. That one goes. 24 points for Houdini.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Oklahoma City. Butler, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Booker comes in for Jones. Montana, and then G with the jam.
Just a great setup there. You can see how Jimmy Butler enjoys making plays.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. The Thunder leading by 4. Here's Neal. 24 points for him. Misses the three.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Booker with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Great to see Antetokounmpo going strong inside. At times the D has no choice but to foul him.
The Bucks have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. That one misses.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that were tops in field goal percentage last season. Number 1, the Thunder.
They were remarkable in terms of their efficiency on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, they did a great job of finding the open man and working for great looks. Really just an unselfish group.
Here's G. He's got 16. 20 feet out. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Well, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Shot's good by Neal.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Up it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Devin Booker.
You just look how precise the footwork and the shooting is from Devin Booker. So easy from that distance.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 26 points for him last game against the Utah Jazz.
And, guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one, seriously put on a passing clinic.
Here's Bain. Lets it fly from 18. And that one's good by G. Now just a 1-point Oklahoma City lead. Oklahoma City's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Neal. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Neal's got 11 points in the quarter. Giannis outside. The kick outside to Butler. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Butler's got the game tied up here for the Bucks. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
67.
Thanks, guys. Joined by Doc Rivers. Coach, what did you think of the effort in the first half?
Well, the effort's fine, I guess. Defensively, we got to be better, so that's partly effort. But they're just scoring too easy. They're throwing us around. They are so much more the physical team right now, so we got to pick up our physicality.
I'm sure that will be discussed thoroughly before the next half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Taking a look here at the Thunder, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. Well, coming back to the game of the night, the Bucks find themselves in a close one.
Hard to win if you allow your opponent to shoot over 60%. They need to play tighter D. Stay attached to the shooters, contest shots, get physical, knock somebody down, man.
Yeah, let's see if they can make those adjustments in the second half. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And for Milwaukee, their shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57% on the court for the Bucks. We've got Antetokounmpo, Booker out there with Desmond Bain. And there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Montana in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Oklahoma City on D. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
So much talk about the work ethic of Gilgeous-Alexander. Strong defensive play that time.
They get it again. Wants to get it to Holmgren and does. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 7th assist here tonight. Here's G, defended by Holmgren. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting tonight.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Here's Neal. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Gilgeous-Alexander's nothing if not a creator. He can make that pass in his sleep.
Defensive foul. The third personal foul. First team foul. At the line for one.
One shot.
That's good from Neal. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. There's the pick. There's the try. And it's G finishing it off.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, we settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his third foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Holmgren. 16 points for him. Pass to Toppin. No good from outside. Bucks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. G kicks to Booker. Butler on the way. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And G with the stuff.
Just another part of Devin Booker's amazing offensive game. He finds wide open guys.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Neal. Antetokounmpo on the double team. Back to to Claxton. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Holmgren. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And now a moment to see the stats for G. Great showing for him last season. Last season, averaging 36 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now.
And he sinks the second.
Well, if you think that Giannis was going to stop working after he won a title, what do you think he's going to do in the years that they don't? This guy continues to be one of the hardest workers in the NBA.
Thunder trailing by 4. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Oklahoma City is a franchise that has to have patience. Coach Mark Daigneault said there's no schedule. That's the biggest thing. There's a way of operating that we're very confident in, that we're going to bet on. And that's developing, having a good environment, and trying to play a style that scales forward. We're just going to keep our head down. Kevin, back to you.
And keep going straight ahead. All right, DA, thanks. And the first one at the line is good. And G drops them both. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Neal. For 3, Holmgren. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
This is curious and dangerous if Holmgren can be this kind of scorer. Great job by his teammates to find him.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. 5th, Chet Holmgren.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Giannis inside. Claxton covering. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. From outside, off the mark. Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dishes it to Neal. Inside. Toppin kicks to Neal. 4 on the clock. Back to Toppin. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Bucks leading by 3. G dishes to Booker. The pass to Montana. Shoots over Holmgren. G, no good.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 10. For the tie. Rebound by Butler.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Booker. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 30 points for Devin Booker.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
And the shot goes in.
Slithering around the floor, Gilgeous-Alexander gets to his spot.
And so Booker will bring it up for Milwaukee. 3-point lead. Neal with the steal. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And you can see the importance of
of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Pass to Montana. Over Holmgren. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Now 1 on Holmgren. The Bucks have been getting it done at the line. 10 for 12.
At the line for the Bucks, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
I felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Oklahoma City has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Neal. They double him with Giannis. Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Neal. Again, the Thunder score.
A little mid-danger is going to be an easy shot for him when he's got that much of a size advantage.
Here's G, defended by Holmgren. Here's Montana. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. G's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander, defended by Booker. He gets it in there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got it all tied up now for the Thunder. Bucks have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Giannis is double. Booker outside. Just 5 on the clock. Outside, Dane. Offline with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. It's deflected. Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Payne for 3. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got his 3rd assist on the night. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Bucks.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. There's the lob. Oh, Giannis up high and down hard.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low.
Oh, yes, sir.
And he dumps it down.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. G passes to Antetokounmpo. Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Montana, and he uses the glass on the layup. G's got 33 points.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
More and more, Gilgeous-Alexander gaining in strength and confidence to get on the interior and make something happen.
Butler, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Greg, here we are watching Claxton. Who does he remind you of?
You know, Kevin, defensively, he looks a lot like 80 out there. Similar builds. And Claxton can also handle the ball a little bit. Just want to see if this guy can develop an ability to play facing up to the basket.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Bridges checks in, and Milwaukee also making a switch. Jones is checked in.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive. Well, they brought the double team to force the ball out of his hands, but failed to rotate off the pass.
G passes to Jones. Now here's Butler, defended by Bridges. It's Butler that time on the assist from Jones. Jones has got his 5th assist in this one. Jones against Gilgeous-Alexander. Slammed home and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Johnson's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Now here's Jones from deep. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And the Thunder with the possession here. After the basket by Milwaukee. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Neal. Fires the three. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Pass to Bogdanovich. Outside, Jones. Passes to Montana. Fires for three. Bridges with the board. Bridges got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. The dish to Neal. Johnson for three. It's in. He's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Assertive three-point shot by Johnson. He's working towards being an efficient long-range scorer.
Here's Booker, and Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Neal with it. He has 38 in the game. For the lead. That shot off. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. The Bucks on top, leading by a point. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. Let's hear what Doc Rivers has going on over in his huddle.
Hey, guys, we need a run right here. Come on now. You're right there. You're right there. All right?
And sensing the need to string together more baskets, Doc Rivers giving his team a little pep talk.
Yeah, he's going after the momentum. I mean, Doc sees an opportunity here for them to put their stamp on this game.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. P.J. Washington is out there with Obi Toppin. Then it's Houdini. Then it's Johnson. And it's Bridges in at the 3-slot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Here's G. Antetokounmpo up top. Neal pulls it in.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
The Bucks trail. The pass to Montana. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Neal's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Johnson dishes to Neal. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Neal's got 43 points.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
11 feet away. That's good on the jump shot.
Giannis finding the mid-range J, and he can score over the top.
And against the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
and won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
The Bucks making a switch here. Bomba's checked in. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Giannis outside. Powers through inside. Giannis.
This is what makes Giannis such an elite player, his ability to score in those difficult situations down low with lots of bodies around.
Neal with it. Jones covering. Neal passes to Toppin. And the three ball is good. And the Thunder lead by 6.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
From deep, Giannis. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter. Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, will that make right there? That could change things.
Now here's Neal. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Antetokounmpo finds Jones. Back to Antetokounmpo, and Jones has it in the corner. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Thunder lead by 3. One shot on the way, and he swishes it right through. 48 points for Houdini.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Jones. Bain passes to Antetokounmpo. Lets a floater go. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Neal. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Claxton's checked in. Butler, he's checked in for Milwaukee. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Johnson dishes to Neal. He got it again. Sensational. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Toppin against Antetokounmpo. Unloads from 13. The Thunder leading by 6. Now Neal. And Bain pulls it down. Giannis outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Obi Toppin.
Well, Giannis is one of those guys, you look at the end of the season, he's going to be up there in free throw attempts per game.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And I feel like there's been an old school aspect to what they've done tonight, and that is pounding the ball inside, getting it down low, getting those looks in close. That's been effective.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. He kicks it to Holmgren. And a miss there on the triple. Bucks trail by 4. Bain with it, and it's Toppin picking him up. Jones with the screen on Johnson for 3. Booker gets it to go from beyond the arc. Booker's got 33 points.
Well, if he's hitting shots from there, he becomes so much more dangerous.
Johnson sends the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good.
Gilgeous-Alexander creative and tricky on that play.
Booker against Johnson. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Claxton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Toppin kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. 6 to shoot. Here's Claxton, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Now Johnson, following the three-point attempt by Giannis. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. For the Thunder, Miles Bridges comes in for Toppin. And Houdini subbed in for Johnson. Bamba is checked in for the Bucks. Bucks trail by 5. Jones sets the pick for Booker. Trying to find Bamba. He gets it to him. Outside Butler. Clock at 6. Bamba setting the pick for Butler. For 3. Booker. The Thunder pull it in.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Milwaukee, Devin Booker. At the line for 1.
Toppin, he's checked in for Miles Bridges. And then for Milwaukee, G comes in for Bamba. And it's Bain in for Tyus Jones. Bucks trail by 4. Now here's Booker. He dishes it to G. The tray. That's good from Booker on the assist by G. G's got assist number 5 here tonight. And here is Neal to the wing right side. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shots good by Neal. Neal's got 54 points.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Second personal foul. 13 foul.
Free throw good, Booker.
At the line for the Bucks, Devin Booker. 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Booker. The Thunder with the lead. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Pass to Neal from downtown, and the Thunder another 3.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Butler. Bain with the screen on Toppin. For 3, Booker. Neal pulls it in. Neal's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one, good. Now it's a 7-point Oklahoma City lead.
And we're all too familiar with these kind of outbursts from SGA.
Here's G, defended by Holmgren. The layup missed. Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Neal. They double him with Booker. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Neal, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Bucks trail by 7. Back to Butler. Loads it up for Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And Jimmy Buckets is alive.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Neal, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
Giannis dishes to Booker. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got 5 assists in the game.
Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Left side, Butler.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Neal pulls it in. The Thunder leading by 6. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Ball stolen. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Montana, and another three for Milwaukee.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close. He's getting the ball.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
It's the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
I love that Giannis is sticking to his method for free throws. Obviously, he's changed that a little bit, but his confidence remains high.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
Now here's Neal. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
Third personal foul. 15 foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
Well, Giannis has to push out the distractions here. Take his time and don't rush his process.
Now the pass to Neal. They double him with Booker. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he's good on the 3-ball. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points here in this quarter. The Bucks shoot about 47% here in the fourth. Kumbo kicks to Booker. On the wing, Bain. It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Oh, you got to love the back and forth action we're witnessing here right now. I mean, the crowd's going crazy. One moment for one three-pointer, then they come right back and boom, another. Well, this is starting to get real.
And the young fella, the big boy, embracing the moment. That's a great shot from Chet.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They trail by 5. 35 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
They need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. Now, he told his guys they can do this. In the huddle, he said, we've been here before and come back. So we know we can do this. We just have to believe. Inspiring words. We'll see if they live up to them. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Here's Montana. Count it!
Well, don't just look for your shot all the time if you're the superstar. Giannis mixing it up really well here tonight.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock. A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
Now, this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
13 fouls. At the line for your defender, Gilgeous-Alexander. 2
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And the thing you love about Gilgeous-Alexander is his general feel of playing like a veteran, even though he's still in the early part of his career. I think that's a wrap, and I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
Timeout called the Bucks. They're trailing by 5. 11 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
.11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bain passes to Butler. Gets the 3 to fall.
Jimmy Butler is one of the respected guys when it comes to these moments to play in the clutch.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They lead by 2. 3 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
And drops the first one. That makes it a 3-point lead.
And money from the stripe. SGA could close his eyes and knock that down.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And now, we present the New Balance Player of the Game, Houdini.